History of the 1966 United States 1-cent coin, a tale of legacy, design, and value. The United States 1-cent coin, commonly known as the penny, has been a staple of American currency for over a century. Among its many iterations, the 1966 Lincoln Memorial penny holds a special place in numismatic history. This small copper coin, weighing just 3.11 grams and measuring 19 millimeters in diameter, carries the weight of American heritage on its two sides. On the front, obverse, it features the iconic profile of President Abraham Lincoln, and on the back, reverse, the majestic Lincoln Memorial. Let's dive into its history. Hello, friends. Welcome to Vault of Old Coins. Here we bring you the oldest, the rarest, and the most mysterious coins from around the world. Do you want to know which coin is worth millions? Which coin is hiding one of history's biggest secrets? And which coin looks ordinary today, but could make you rich tomorrow? So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's open the Vault of Old Coins. Our story begins in the early 20th century, a time when America was reflecting on its heroes. In 1909, the U.S. Mint introduced the Lincoln cent to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Lincoln, born on February 12, 1809, in a humble log cabin in Kentucky, rose to become the 16th President of the United States. He is remembered as the great emancipator for issuing the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863, which declared freedom for slaves in Confederate states during the Civil War. Lincoln's leadership preserved the Union, but his life was tragically cut short by an assassin's bullet in 1865. To honor his legacy, President Theodore Roosevelt championed the idea of placing Lincoln's image on the penny, the most common coin, symbolizing that greatness could come from humble beginnings. The obverse design, the front side, was crafted by Victor David Brenner, a Lithuanian-born sculptor and engraver who immigrated to the United States in 1890. Brenner was inspired by a photograph of Lincoln taken by Matthew Brady in 1864. He created a bust of Lincoln facing right with the words, "In God We Trust," arching above, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1966 to the right. Brenner's initials VDB were initially placed on the reverse, but caused controversy when critics claimed they were too prominent, leading to their removal and later relocation to Lincoln's shoulder in 1918. This design has remained largely unchanged since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. For the 1966 penny, the obverse tells a story of resilience. Lincoln's gaze looks forward, embodying hope amid adversity. Now turning to the reverse, the backside, the 1966 penny features the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959. This change was no accident. It marked the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The previous reverse, showing two stalks of wheat, hence wheat pennies from 1909 to 1958, was replaced to refresh the coin's imagery. The new design was the work of Frank Gasparo, an assistant engraver at the U.S. Mint, who later became chief engraver. Gasparo, born in Philadelphia in 1909, the same year as the Lincoln cent's debut, drew inspiration from the actual Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., dedicated in 1922. The reverse depicts the memorial's facade with its 36 columns representing the states at the time of Lincoln's death, and a tiny statue of Lincoln seated inside, visible under magnification. Gasparo's design includes the inscriptions United States of America along the top, E pluribus unum, Latin for out of many one, above the memorial, and 1 cent at the bottom. Why this specific design? It symbolized unity and remembrance, tying back to Lincoln's role in healing a divided nation. The memorial reverse was minted from 1959 to 2008, making the 1966 version part of a long series. Interestingly, 1966 was a unique year in U.S. coinage history due to a nationwide coin shortage caused by rising silver prices and hoarding. To combat this, the mint omitted mint marks, like D for Denver or S for San Francisco, from 1965 to 1967, so all 1966 pennies lack a mint mark, adding to their collectible intrigue. It was produced by the U.S. Mint under the direction of the Department of the Treasury. The Philadelphia Mint, along with others, struck these coins in massive quantities. The composition was 95% copper and 5% zinc, a formula used since 1864, with brief wartime changes. In 1966, over 2.188 billion pennies were minted, precisely 2,188,147,783 pieces, making it one of the highest mintage years. This abundance was intentional, to flood the market and alleviate the shortage. The coins were made using large presses that stamped the designs onto planchets, blank metal discs, a process that could produce thousands per minute. Why was the 1966 penny created? Beyond the ongoing need for small change in commerce, it continued the tradition of honoring Lincoln. By 1966, America was in the midst of social upheaval. The civil rights movement echoed Lincoln's fight for equality. Minting billions of these coins ensured Lincoln's image remained in every pocket, a subtle reminder of democratic values. The penny wasn't just currency. It was propaganda in bronze, promoting national identity. As for its value, the 1966 penny's worth varies wildly. In circulated condition, it's typically face value, 1 cent. But in the international collector's market, uncirculated examples can fetch 10 to 50 cents. Rare varieties like double die errors, where the design appears doubled due to minting mistakes, can be worth hundreds or thousands. For instance, a 1966 double die obverse in mint state might sell for $200 to $5,000, while a top-graded special mint set, SMS coin, produced in limited quantities with a satin finish, has reached auction prices of up to $500,000 for pristine red specimens with full luster. Internationally, these rare pieces trade in millions. The highest recorded is around $10 million. But in aggregate, the market for all 1966 pennies could be valued in millions due to volume. Collectors in Europe, USA, Australia, and beyond prize them for their historical significance. This coin's story is one of endurance. Imagine a 1966 penny being minted in Philadelphia, circulating through hands during the Vietnam War era, witnessing moon landings, and now resting in a collector's album. It's a tiny time capsule,